Ruslan.
Going to be jumping in to one of the most, I think, dangerous things to say and do or live by. And we say it all the time. We say it in conflict, and I'm going to attempt to kind of glue this entire thing together. Daily Proverbs, a challenge I took on decades ago to read a chapter of Proverbs a day, whatever the day is. So today, you guys are probably watching a recap of this, but today is September 14th. We are in Proverbs 14, and we're going to unpack this one word that if you say it, if you think about it, if you live your life this way, could cause a ton of calamity and a ton of destruction for you. So be mindful of this, all right? Let's jump into this right now. Proverbs 14:12, there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. Then I'm going to scroll down here, and it follows up. The simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps. One who is wise is cautious and turns away from evil, but a fool is reckless and careless. Okay, so there is a way that seems right in the moment with the variables you have and what's going on. There is a way that seems right, but its way is destruction. It ends in destruction. Many of us use this word all the time, and maybe you kind of getting what word I'm talking about, but it's this word seems. Well, it just seems like you don't love me. It seems like God doesn't care about me. It seems like things will never get better. It seems like this is the way things are supposed to go. And we don't stop to reevaluate and give prudent thought to all the options. And so we live by life by how things seem. And that, according to Proverbs 12, there is a way that seems right to a man, but its way is the way to death, that it can cause death, it could cause calamity, it could cause destruction. So be careful. Hear me loud and clear. Be careful on how things seem. Be careful with using that word in an argument. Be careful with trying to weaponize your perception. Some things are not the way they seem. Some things seem a certain way, but they aren't the way you think they are. It's not like that little number game meme you guys have seen where it's a number 6, but depending on what angle you're standing from, it's a number 9 or is it number 6? No. Sometimes things seem right to you, to me, to us, and they cause death. They cause harm, okay? And so I think verse 15 kind of gives us a bit of a blueprint in terms of how to avoid this, right? Verse 15, it says, so the simple believes everything. You just believe the way things seem. This seems like the way to go, right? The simple believe everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps. Are you giving thought to your steps? Are you giving thought to your days, to your weeks, to your months, to your decades? Right? Are you giving thought to these things? And in verse 16, one who is wise is cautious and turns away from evil, but a fool is reckless and careless. I think all that is glued together in a way. The way things seem, the way things appear, the way things look, the way your perception of things aren't always aligned with reality, not in relationships, not in your career, not in your relationship with God, not in your relationship with conflict. Sometimes conflict is a good thing. Sometimes we're backing away from conflict. We're being passive aggressive because it seems too hard. It just seems like, well, I'm never going to get anywhere with this person. It seems like this person's just in my life to be a nuisance. And the truth is, sometimes God puts conflict in your life to reveal something to you. Sometimes God shares things to you so that you may get better and get sanctified, puts people in your life for that reason. So be careful with this word. I see this word a lot. I see this word all the time. And what we do is we hear someone, we don't really listen. We listen to respond, and then we reply back, well, it seems like, right? And we do that in conflict, but worse, we do that with the way things are rolling out in our lives. What are some things in your life in hindsight that seemed like they were the right way to go? They seemed like the right thing to do. They seemed like the path that God wanted you on. And then as you walked through them, you were like, I blew it. I messed up. That wasn't God. God was not in that. I thought he was in that. He wasn't really in that. Let me recalibrate. Let me rethink. Shout out to my brother Alexander Pagini. I was on his Facebook live earlier watching it, and he went through this whole history of every time in the last 100 years Christians or Christian cults or whatever you want to call them seemed like it was the mark of the beast, seemed like it was the last days, seemed like it was going to, the Antichrist was here, right? Multiple times from the very first Spanish flu situation and things the church was saying there, things the church was saying about the Pope, things the church, like all of these same seams. And if we look historically, we don't have the best track record saying what things seem. Now, consider this as you're navigating through life. Consider this in what voices you're consuming and who's telling you what and how are they telling you. Are they trying to do the thinking for you? Are they trying to be the Holy Spirit for you? Are they trying to do the convicting for you? Or are they letting you think through these things on your own? Right? So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Was it helpful? Did it add value? Do you guys like this proverb series? If you like this proverb series, make sure you give this video a like because that helps a lot for the YouTube algorithm. 55% of the people who watch this channel are not subscribed, so make sure you're subscribed and share this video with somebody. We're going to be doing more of these every single day, so thank you guys so much.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
When the culture says do what you love, we respond with love what you do. You may have responsibilities that you aren't passionate about, but loving what you do means being faithful to what's in front of you, committing to excellence as if that were your greatest dream. Colossians 3:23 says, work diligently at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people.
Love what you do. Love what you do.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Yo, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you found it valuable, considering giving it a like and subscribing. This month, I'm releasing the Love What You Do collection. And to celebrate, I'm doing a 3-day virtual event to help us go from learning to love what we do to ultimately doing what we love. By the way, it's free, so hit the link in the description to grab your seat today.